All right, welcome back. I am the Space Luchador, and today I got a video for you. Jordan Peterson. Now, everybody seems to listen to this guy, right? Well, I got a video for you of him talking about something very, very interesting. Now, it's the pulse radar that I've been talking about in all my videos. Now, he has a different take, right? But check it out. I'm going to go ahead and correct what's wrong with the way he's thinking about it. Now, check it out.
Well, yeah, this is a problem that men often have when they're dealing with women.
Yeah.
They leap to the problem solution phase. And they also do that in some ways to avoid, and this is what annoys women, because what the women want, and they don't even know this, but this is what the women want. Women are more sensitive to threat than men. Okay, so they're looking for predators. Now, predation detection it's an intuition. Anxiety is an intuition. Something's wrong. Okay, what? Well, then you guess, right? So imagine the threat system has sort of got something in its sights, but it's a sense that something's not right. But it's not fully fleshed out, the picture, because serpents are camouflaged, right? So the threat is hidden. Well, what the woman wants is to lay out all the things that might be wrong. Okay, well, the guy doesn't want that because, first of all, maybe your wife is upset about something in relationship to your children and she doesn't know what it is. So now she has to go through everything she thinks that might be wrong. Well, even for you to listen, that's going to be rough because some of those things are going to be about you. And so you just have to shut up and you have to let her put her cards on the table. Understanding. Now, she has to do it in good faith, right? She can't be using that opportunity to skewer you. And so these things are tricky to manage, but you want to listen to her, lay all the cards on the table. Now, the advantage to that is now you know where all the hidden snakes are. Now, if you do that, what you'll find out, and so will she, is that most of the things that she's worried about, she's not actually worried about. She won't know that until she lays them out on the table and can see them. And then both of you can triangulate to the actual problem, and then you can negotiate a solution and offer help. But if you jump right to help, the reason you can't do that is because you probably have the problem wrong. So then back to your question about helping. One of the most
Well, anyways, there you go, right? Sounds complicated, but it's actually not. Now, understand, he went through the pulse radar pretty thoroughly of how it works. He even basically explained, right, how and why the problem, right, doesn't even exist, but rather he went through the process of the process itself. Now, why is that important? Why is that important, Space Lucha? Well, it's because it's the be all end all. You're literally seeing how it works. Now, once you understand what I've been trying to tell you all along, right, then you could see kind of like where he's going, right? How do you fix a problem when the problem is non existing? Well, me being a psychological engineer, right? Mr. Peterson here, being also a psychological expert, right? He's about to get that. But what I want you to see, right, is that the solution is in the process, in the actual system that is being used. Because that's where the glitch is. Understand. Once you realize that this is the system, that this is the way it works, then kind of like he wink wink hit in what he was saying, the answer is in shut the hell up. Quite literally and so simple. Because she's gonna come up with the damn problem, which is non-existent, just like he said. Up until there it is. And then when that problem arises, which doesn't exist in the first place, right? Then you realize that the problem is the radar itself, right? But here's the beauty of it. If you know how this radar works, well then, the space luchador himself, who is an expert in the radar itself, then you can see and actually manipulate, right? For the system to work in your advantage. Because just as the system in the radar picks up, right, on this non existent hunch or whatever the problem she thinks it is, because there is something there. It's very true, which is why the radar is picking something up, anyways. She just doesn't know what it is. However, I'm telling you that you can literally use this system towards your advantage. Now, Mr. Peterson here is saying, right, that once you come to the whatever the hell her conclusion is, then you can go ahead and negotiate. Now, while he is correct, and understand that it is a negotiation, right? Whether you did something or not, that doesn't matter. Understand that this is how it works. This is literally the system. So it doesn't matter, right? What you think, what you feel, doesn't matter. You're going to go through the process, period. So, what does a true man do? Well, spoiler alert, right? He goes through it. That's it, right? That is your only option. And only the best of us can go through it with ease, not because we are the shit, right, per se, but rather because we understand and know and comprehend this system. Now let's go ahead and finish it up, right? Let's see what his solution consists of.
Effective things you can do to help people is to listen. And there are technologies of listening. And so the first one is don't assume that either you or the person who's talking knows what the problem is.
Well, there's solution number one, which goes back to what I said. Shut the hell up. Pretty simple, right? Do not assume anything. Because you're trying to come up with the damn problem all by yourself, which usually consists of why in the hell are you probing me with your pulse radar, right? If you even know that exists, right? That's problem number one. So understand within the process of her using this, you create the problem all by yourself, which is kind of the beauty of the system because in her world, there's a hunch something's wrong. So she's going to probe wherever it is. And long and behold, you beat her to the problem because you're a dumbass. And I know you don't like to hear that, but understand. You beat her to the problem, you create it all on yourself, all by yourself. Which in turn gives her ammo, right, to take your sorry ass out. That's it, right? And I know it ain't fair, right? You don't like it. Oh, boo hoo. But this is it, right? If you look at it any other way, right? Other than, well, she's supposed to be my girl and my wife or whatever the hell, my girlfriend, right? If you look at it any other way, right? Like if you were dealing with something else that other than your significant other, right? If this was, I don't know, a car, right? Or a TV, whatever the hell it is that's mechanical, right? For lack of a better word, you wouldn't be, well, it's not supposed to treat me like shit. No, you would go in it knowing how it works and therefore would not be any kind of way you feeling any kind of weird. Does that make sense? You kind of just go into it because you know how it works and you go ahead and fix the damn problem because that's what you're supposed to do. You are an engineer. Understand that, right? But anyways, let's continue and finish it up.
It's so hard. Once you have the problem specified, you've solved like 95% of the problem.
Which happens to be, again, you're going to get a freebie. The problem is the puss radar itself. That is the problem. That single system, which he seems to be basically just kind of ignoring the true problem, is that the system is probing in the first place. So understand, once you get to the level that I'm trying to get you to, the level that is like so beyond, first of all, beyond even Peterson himself, I dare say, you then can see, right, that holy shit, there it is. It was right there, and it was so simple all along, right? Because there is no problem, right? It's the system probing you. But once you see past all that and understand why the system is there in the first place, then once again, it becomes a tool to use to your advantage. Now that's beyond, right? That's a whole nother level of power, which again, I'm not promoting you guys to use it for evil ways, obviously, further than the truth, right? I don't want any of that, right? But if you can at least understand, right, then you're going to get it to a whole nother level, which is going to help you, right, fix pretty much any other problem you've ever had in your life, right? So, anyways, I was just pointing that out. And, well, hopefully some of you get it. Like I said, it doesn't go over your head. And, yeah, let's finish it up and see what Peterson here is going to finish with.
That diagnostic move is really hard. Are we sure we're addressing the most crucial issue? You have to have your sights focused right on the center point of the cross, right? Like in a gun sight. It's like, are we aiming at the right target? And then you can start negotiating problem solution. And so
There
it's
you go.
but you can develop the patience to do that once you understand that that initial act of listening is in itself the most helpful thing you can do.
There it is. Now, what did I just say? Translation, right? If you can develop the patience, listen to what he just said. There's the answer, right? Just like he said, it's the most critical, right? And pretty much you pass the damn probing. Because if you're being probed and you're got nothing to be guilty of, you're quite literally past the probe, right? There's nothing there. According to her, there's a hunch, right? There's always a hunch. But understand, if you can't find anything, you ain't guilty, right? And at the end of the day, if the probe is probing, she likes you. And by like you, I mean she cares, right? She cares. Otherwise, it wouldn't be probing. Understand that. So it's already a win. Then you pass the probing. Holy shit, 2 wins. And then 3, the magical, invisible mathematics that I speak of, right? Once you pass the probing, once you pass the test, holy shit, I can't find anything. There's something there. I know, I must know. But meanwhile, right, you're going to get the spoils. Does that make sense? It doesn't, but that's how it works, right? Because in her mind, right, there's a hunch. The probe's going everywhere. She can't find a damn thing. Oh, there's something about you that she can't quite grasp or understand. And her little probe goes off here and there. Well, in her mind, well, you must be the one. So there you go. You are the man in her world. And pretty much it's that simple. You're welcome. I've literally given you the answer. There it is, right? Most everybody ain't gonna understand it. I get it. Everybody in the damn internet, they don't get it. Matter of fact, handful of people on the face of the planet understand what I'm talking about. Peterson here is one of them, right? Of course, his flaw, right, is that he bundles women and men into the same category. And then he ends up with his solution, which is negotiation. I just told you don't need to do any of that. Right? You quite literally just need to understand the process. And once you do, right, and comprehend it, then you become a damn expert, right, in passing the damn process. And therefore, by default, you win. So there you go. If you like this video, give me a like, share, subscribe. This is beyond, right? Advance. This is next level. Pretty simple, right? I don't, for the life of me, I don't seem to understand why no one seems to care, right? Maybe because, well, no one's doing it. It's just me. Basically, quite literally showing you the damn ropes, right? There it is. I mean, if only, you know, more of you, at the very least, were interested in, be like, hold up, what are you trying to say, right? At the very least. Then maybe, you know, I would blow your damn mind, right? And you would finally jump on the damn bandwagon and start listening, right? But there it is. Got Peterson here, who is fan favorite, as they say, right? Basically explain the P radar that I've been talking about this whole damn time. There it is. I just gave you the answer, right? Of the system, and hopefully the gears are turning and you guys are questioning. So there you go, right? I mean, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So I guess that's it. I'll see you on the next man's point of view.